Right, so I'm here with my Diamondback Ascent frame from 1989, and I'm ready to get cracking with the build for the Spindatt trasherbash competition, which I've been lucky enough to be selected as a semi-finalist in. Actually, I'd like to tell you exactly what happened when Eric posted the video which was announcing the 20 semi-finalists, and I was actually driving all the way back from Birmingham, which is a fair drive from home, at least an hour and a half, and I was about halfway home and I got to the services and a YouTube notification popped up on my phone, and I could see that it was from the Spindatt channel, but I didn't really have time to watch it. I saw that the video was 12 minutes long. I didn't really have the time to watch the full video at that point, but obviously I was like so excited and eager to find out whether I'd been selected. I just nipped to the services to grab a cup of tea and nipped to the loo, or the restroom for Americans out there, and yeah, I didn't really have the time. I had to get back to the office, so I clicked on the description below the YouTube video, and actually if you do that yourself, you'll see that below that video only the first 19 names appear on the phone screen, well, on mine anyway. So actually I thought I'd missed out, and then I sort of scrolled down or swiped up, and there the last name on the list was me. So yeah, I feel very honoured and definitely appreciate the opportunity to take part in the competition. And now I know that there was like 170 people who applied and only 20 people who had their entry accepted. So I don't want to do a disservice to those people who would have loved a place in the competition. Obviously it's a very popular channel and there's a lot of fans out there. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to put out fairly regular videos of my progress as I build up this 1989 Diamondback Ascent into a gravel bike. The plan really with this one is attention to detail. There's a lot of vintage mountain bike or 90s mountain bike to gravel bike conversions out there, but most of them look like a 90s mountain bike still, with drop bars thrown on. I'm hoping that I can achieve a look that looks like it's meant to be that way, and part of the way of doing that for me is going to be this straight leg fork. So if we look at this fork here, you can see that it already has a more modern look, and I think the combination of the thin steel tubing with this straight leg fork is what's going to do that to me, because having the right foundation initially is super important. So another thing that I've got here is I have a mounting point for a rack halfway down the fork, so that's something which already lends itself well to becoming a gravel bike. So the first stage of this build series for me is to overcome a potential issue. I'm going to try and show you now on both the main camera and the action cam at the same time. So if I just come around here, you might be able to see that here there's actually a bit of a divot in. I don't know if you can make that out, but it's like the threads have suffered a bit of damage there. So on a carbon fork, that would be like what Dorian Ryder calls the ring of death, and obviously that would be a risk of the carbon cracking and there being a failure while you're riding, so you wouldn't ride that. But with this being steel, I'm not too worried. I'm just concerned that I need the headset to fit onto this properly. It's just there. It's about 5mm deep. So the key to this is to just check that the headset that I've got for the bike is going to screw on properly. And I did ask for a few different tools towards, you know, my hobby of building up bikes for Christmas. Fortunately, the one that I did get from my sister was a headset cup remover. So I've got that here, and I'm just going to tap out the headset, a brand new tool, coming out of its packet, really. So yeah, basically these just slide up and then click into place. So I haven't sprayed any WD-40 in here or anything, so I'm just going to see if tapping it does start to produce a gap around the bottom of the head tube there. Also, I did mention in the first video, which I'll link to now, that I did get a chip on the fork, which is just here. I did get a chip on the fork when I was removing the crown race, and I do have the proper tool for that. It's by a company called Ice Tools, which I rate quite highly, good value for money. But when I was removing that crown race, I did get this chip. I've decided that I'm not going to try and clear coat the whole bike, and I'll just try and get a paint pen that you'd use for sort of automotive car scratches and things that matches this at some point, and I'll just touch up these chips in the paint. And if I can't get that, then I'll probably just use a bit of clear nail polish or something like that, like you would with carbon, to protect it, just to stop the water getting in and it rusting. So yeah, I'll try and start tapping at this. Hopefully I don't produce any more chips. So I've got a little rubber mallet first. If that's no good, then I'll move on to a proper hammer. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but that's coming out really easy actually. There's like white grease in there that's they've put in, so that's not going to be an issue. And there we go, we've got the bottom cup out. That's that one. Let's see what happens with the top. Just got to be careful now that I don't scratch this head tube. The same grease seems to be in place in the top of this, same white grease. So let's just give this a tap. We get a little gap. Yeah, it's coming. You see that? There's a gap appearing just there, so that's looking good. Maybe probably a couple more will come out, so just want to be careful that I don't chip the bike somehow. That worked out fairly well actually. It fell onto the floor, landed on the carpet rather than chipping anything, so there we go. One headset cup, one headset removed really. Cups there removed, so thank you very much to my sister for the service. CERVUS. headset cut remover tool that has already come in useful. Right, so the next thing really is to clean this out, and see if I can just put that in there. Just to clean this out a bit, put some new grease in and see if I can get the new headset working with the fork. So I'll just go and get some wipes and some degreaser and I'll be back in a minute. Right, so I've gone and grabbed some GT85. It's just you know, a lubricant, penetrant, water displacer, so it's a bit of degreaser. It's good degreaser. I'm just going to remove the old grease that's in here. Also, being a dad, we have a never-ending supply of baby wipes in the house, which always comes in handy for cleaning up bike parts. So I'll just spray a bit of this on. So I used to always make sure that I had either Park Tool or Morgan Blue Campagnolo specific grease. Yeah, I've quickly moved on from that, and I'm now just using this big tub of multi-purpose automotive grease from Halfords. Seems decent enough. The other thing that I've got to do is somehow get the crown race on here and the headset on here. I don't actually have the proper tools for either of that, and I'll show you how I've been making do so far. Hi there, I really appreciate anybody who has stuck with this video to the end. The video is already plenty long enough, so please subscribe and hit that little bell icon to be notified of the next stage of this bike build. I hope that you're enjoying this Spindatt trasherbash bike build competition series, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.